Company ABC operates a state-of-the-art petrochemical complex in the heart of Industrial City in the south of country. As well as company owns a main office in Capital City. Company was established in 2011 and commissioned in 2015. It produces chemicals used as a raw material in wide spectrum of industries. Once you are entering from Main Road, you will reach the plant security gatehouse. On this location there is controlled access and you have to report to security checkpoint. If you are visitor for first time, security will guide you to go to briefing room. The plant has been built as per best international and industrial safety standards, and highest care has been taken to control the known hazards at engineering stage. However, there are still many hazards exists inherently in this type of industry. Therefore it is highly important that any visitors coming in the complex shall go through a brief awareness sessions to know what are requirement to have a safe visit of this complex. Definition of visitors: all those personnel coming in the complex for the purpose of meeting, plant information, auditing, studies, inspections or any other purpose. Usually they are not physically engaged in any type of labor work. Access safety requirement: regardless of the type of personnel entering in the plant, each person has to pass through a security access control on the plant gate. Any type of ignition source is prohibited to bring in the plant area. Mobiles phones, lighters, cameras and similar other electronic devices have to surrendered on the access gate. All personnel entering in the plant shall be in minimum mandatory PPE. Usually cars are not allowed to enter in the plant. If it is essential to enter with the car, in that case car shall be fitted with spark arrestor. The speed limit is 30 km/h everywhere in complex. Only approved visitors are allowed to visit the plant, and normally your host will come to receive you from the security gate. In case you know the location of your host, you may be allowed to go the host by yourself. After completion of this safety briefing you will be moving to your place of visit. Therefore it is necessary to know the important locations and road network. You are in briefing room and it is out of the main plant battery limits. This is general service office. This is maintenance and warehouse buildings. This is plant control and operation room. This is HSE offices and fire station. This is main electrical substation. This is electrical substation 1. This is electrical substation 2. This is electrical substation 3. This is electrical substation 4. This is electrical substation 5. Road network. This is road Alpha. This is road Bravo. This is road Charlie. This is road Delta. This is road Echo. This is road Foxtrot. This is road Gamma. This is road Hotel. This is road India. This road is outside of plant battery limit leading to jetty. This is road 1. This is road 2. This is road 3. This is road 4. This is road 5. This is road 6. This is road 7, and this is road from plant to jetty. Location of plant units. This is plant unit A, which is producing chemical X, which has main hazards: fire, toxic and corrosive material, toxic gases, hot equipment, and high noise. Be in standard PPE and additionally wear hearing protection. This is plant unit B, In this area specific hazards are toxic and corrosive material, hot equipment, hot steam, and noise. Keep away from these hazards and use hearing protection in this area. This plant is Unit C and it is producing chemical Y. This area has all inherent hazards such as fire, toxic and corrosive materials, toxic gases, hot equipment, and high noise. In addition to mandatory PPE wear hearing protections, this plant is Unit D and it is support Unit C. Most common hazard in this area are high noise area and corrosive material. In addition to mandatory PPE, visitors must wear hearing protection in this area. This is area for the intermediate storage of unfinished products. Fire, corrosive and toxic hazards exist in this area. This area is finished product storage area. Fire and toxic material hazards exists here. This area is water treatment area. Corrosive and toxic material exists here. This is hypochlorite unit have corrosive hazards. This is high pressure gas receiving and storage area have fire hazard. Jetty is area where finished products are loaded to ships and road tankers. In this area fire and toxic vapors are most common hazard. Incident reporting. In case you witness an incident or an incident happens to you, immediately report to your host for taking appropriate action. Emergency response. Being a visitor, it is expected that you will always be with your host and he will guide you in case of emergency. As a visitor, you have no active role to play in emergency situation. However, you are expected to react in case of emergency for your own safety. Advent of emergency will be declared by activation of plant emergency alarm for two type of emergencies. Fire alarm, gas leak alarm. Emergency alarm will followed by a paging system announcement. Fire alarm.
This is an emergency. This is an emergency. There is fire in Unit A. All personnel evacuate and report to nearest muster point. I repeat. This is an emergency. This is an emergency. There is fire in Unit A. All personnel evacuate and report to nearest muster point.
Gas leak alarm.
This is an emergency. This is an emergency. There is toxic gas leak in Unit A. All personnel keep upwind and go to shelter in place. I repeat. This is an emergency. This is an emergency. There is toxic gas leak in Unit A. All personnel keep upwind and go to shelter in place.
By hearing fire alarm, you have to move to the nearest muster point so that you could be guided for further action. There are 6 muster point at strategic locations. You must be aware of these location and response to nearest muster point in case of fire alarm. By hearing gas leak alarm, you have to move to the nearest shelter in place so that you could be guided for further action. There are 3 shelter in place at strategic locations. You must be aware of these locations and response to nearest to you. These information are only for your awareness. No need to panic. Thank you for your time.